All right, let's dive into some serious wisdom today.
Sounds good to me.
We're going deep into The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
Oh, yeah.
It's that story of Santiago,
Yeah, the shepherd.
Yeah, ventures all the way to the Egyptian desert chasing a dream.
Right.
But this book
Yeah.
is so much more than just adventure.
It is.
What I really like about The Alchemist
Yeah,
is that it weaves in this philosophy
it does.
into Santiago's journey.
Yeah, and it does it so beautifully.
It does.
Like it's a parable about tapping into your intuition,
Okay.
recognizing those little nudges
Mm-hmm.
from the universe,
Okay.
and ultimately, like, having the courage to chase
Yeah.
what Coelho calls your personal legend.
Oh, yeah, the personal legend. It's that thing you're put on this earth to do.
Exactly.
Your unique purpose.
Mhm.
The book asks this question right away.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt that pull
Mhm.
towards the unknown?
Mm-hmm.
Like a nagging sense that there's something more out there?
Yeah,
Something you're meant to be doing.
absolutely.
That's that call to adventure
Right.
that Santiago experiences,
Yeah.
this recurring dream
Uh-huh.
about treasure.
Mm-hmm.
It just won't let him go.
It won't.
He has to go to the pyramids.
Yeah.
It's so real.
Right.
So compelling.
Uh-huh.
He sells his whole flock
He does.
and sets off to Egypt, which
Um,
seems pretty wild.
Pretty wild, yeah.
But it's not just blind faith
No.
driving him, right?
Right.
This is where those omens come in.
Yeah, those mysterious omens.
He meets Melchizedek,
Melchizedek.
this kingly figure
Yeah.
who teaches Santiago to tune in to the signs,
Yes.
those synchronicities that we might just dismiss as coincidence. Have you ever had a moment
Oh, yeah.
like the universe was trying to tell you something?
All the time.
Melchizedek gives Santiago these two stones,
Oh, yeah.
Urim and Thummim,
That's right.
to help decipher these omens.
So interesting.
It's like the universe isn't silent. It's communicating with us
Yeah.
if you're open to seeing them.
seeing those signs.
But sometimes those nudges feel like a show.
They do.
Think about what happens
Right.
when Santiago gets to Tangier.
Yeah.
He gets robbed.
Completely
A
raw.
major setback.
Total setback.
But this forces him
Uh-huh.
to think on his feet,
Right.
adapts
Where the two?
to a new situation.
Totally.
It leads him to a crystal shop
Yeah.
where he picks up some business savvy,
Right.
but also starts to understand
Oh.
the language of the world.
Oh, wow.
It's a pivotal point in his journey.
Yeah.
It would have been easy to pack it in
Right. Go home.
after being robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he digs in
he does.
and makes the best of it.
it,
That resilience,
Yeah.
that ability to spot opportunity
uh-huh,
in the face of setbacks.
right.
It's a powerful lesson.
It is.
What about you?
Um,
Have you ever had a setback
oh yeah.
that led to an unexpected opportunity? Absolutely. Like when you take a wrong turn
Oh yeah.
and you end up discovering something
Totally.
you never would have.
Yeah, like a hidden gem.
Exactly.
And speaking of gems,
Yeah.
there's that story
Kid.
about the boy and the oil drops.
Right.
It's all about finding that balance.
Oh, yeah.
Immersing yourself in the
Yeah.
wonders of the world
Yeah.
without losing sight of your purpose.
That story really struck me.
Yeah.
It's like this illustration of mindfulness,
Mm.
being present,
Okay.
appreciating the journey
Mm-hmm.
as much as the destination.
Yeah.
We often get so caught up
I know.
in the pursuit of our goals
Yeah.
that we forget to savor the experience
We do.
along the way.
It's like we're so focused on reaching the pyramids
Right.
that we miss the beauty of the desert.
Yeah.
The journey is just as important as the destination.
Yeah.
And speaking of journeys,
Mhm.
we can't forget about Fatima,
Oh, Fatima.
that desert woman
Right.
Santiago falls from.
Yeah. Head over heels.
Their love story challenges the idea
Right.
that love and ambition
Yeah.
are at odds.
They're not.
She's not a distraction from
No.
his personal legend.
Right.
She's a source of strength
She's
and encouragement.
Mhm.
She understands his quest,
Yeah.
is part of him,
Right.
and supports him,
She does.
even though they'll be apart.
Wow.
How do you personally balance
But
big ambitions
Yeah.
with love and relationships?
Right.
Do they ever feel like they're pulling you
sometimes,
in opposite directions?
it's a dance
Okay.
for sure.
And it's a dance Santiago continues
It is.
as his journey leads him to the Alchemist.
Yeah.
This is where things get interesting.
I do.
The Alchemist isn't just dispensing fortune cookie wisdom.
Yeah.
He's dropping knowledge bombs.
He is.
He teaches Santiago that true learning
Yeah.
comes from action,
Not just books.
not just books.
Yeah.
He talks about the soul of the world, testing those who are on the verge of realizing their dreams, and that fear is a far greater obstacle than any hardship.
Powerful stuff.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
And what I think is so fascinating about the Alchemist is that he doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk.
Yeah.
He pushes Santiago
He does.
to confront his deepest fears and to step into his power.
That's right.
Which is exactly what happens when they get captured.
Oh, yeah.
Those tribal warriors, it's like a trial by fire.
Exactly.
This is where we see
Yeah.
everything Santiago has learned come together.
It does.
He has to prove his ability to become the wind, to save himself in the Alchemist.
That scene is just incredible.
This scene is incredible.
It's not just action-packed. It's symbolic.
It's symbolic.
Of Santiago tapping into this power that's bigger than himself.
He has this dialogue with the desert, the wind, and the sun.
I know.
And they're all interconnected, part of this grand design.
It's amazing.
And it's in this experience that he realizes he, too,
Yeah.
is capable of miracles.
It's a moment of self-discovery.
Yes.
Recognizing the inherent power that we all have.
Yeah.
What fears have been holding you back? What seemingly impossible things might you be able to achieve if you had that courage
Wow.
and that belief?
Heavy stuff.
It is.
But before we get lost
Okay.
in contemplation, remember Santiago's goal?
Right.
Finding that treasure at the pyramids. Well, he finds it.
He does.
But it's not at all what he expected.
No.
And this is where the book comes full circle.
Right.
The real treasure wasn't the gold. It was the journey.
Right.
The lessons learned and his transformation. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable riches aren't material possessions.
No.
But the wisdom experiences, the growth we gain along the way.
Beautiful.
The Alchemist seems to acknowledge this
Okay.
when he gives some of Santiago's gold back to the monk and reminds Santiago to always expect the unexpected because life rarely goes according to plan. But hold on a sec. What about that scarab beetle?
Oh, yeah.
Remember how Santiago learned that scarab beetles were a symbol of God in Egypt?
That's right.
And it appears right where Santiago's tears fell when he first saw the pyramids.
Like a sign.
It's like a sign saying you're on the right path.
Wow.
It's like even after being beaten, robbed, losing all his gold, he still trusts those signs, those whispers from the universe. It reminds me of what the Alchemist said.
What's that?
When you possess great treasures within you and try to tell others of them, seldom are you believed.
Right.
It's as if Santiago realizes his true treasure can't be taken away.
Exactly.
And that's the moment he has this epiphany. The real treasure isn't buried beneath the pyramids. It's buried back where his journey began.
Right. Whoa.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
That's a mind-blowing twist.
It is.
The treasure was right there all along.
The whole time.
But he had to go on this adventure.
He did.
Face all these challenges to understand its significance. It's like that saying, sometimes you have to get lost to find yourself.
Exactly.
Santiago had to experience the world, lose everything to find himself again.
To grasp the true value of what he already had.
Makes you wonder, are we often blind to the treasures we already have?
It's a good question.
Speaking of treasures. I keep thinking about those words from The Alchemist. Every search begins with beginner's luck.
Right.
And every search ends with the victor being tested.
Oh, yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, that's the kind of wisdom that stays with you long after you finish the book.
It does.
It's a reminder that the path to our dreams, to our personal legend, it's not going to be easy.
It won't be.
There will be highs and lows.
There will be.
Moments of doubt and moments of triumph.
Right.
But it's that persistence, that unwavering commitment to keep going that lead to the treasure.
It's like those dark, stormy nights make you appreciate the sunshine more.
When it finally breaks through.
The Alchemist never insisted
That's right.
that Santiago stay with him
He didn't.
to learn more. He just nudged him back on his path. Trusting that Santiago had learned what he needed.
He's that wise mentor that appears when you need him most. offers guidance, and then steps back and lets you
figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out on your own.
Exactly.
It's about empowerment, not dictating the path.
And speaking of finding your way, the scarab beetle makes another appearance.
It does.
Remember Santiago learned that scarab beetles were a symbol of God in Egypt, and it appears where his tears fall after seeing the pyramids.
It's like a little beacon.
It's like a beacon.
From the universe.
Yeah.
Saying you're on the right track.
Okay, so what do you make of the fact that Santiago finds his treasure back where it all began?
Right.
Not some exotic location, but a familiar place.
I think that's a brilliant way of showing that our personal legends aren't always about glamorous destinations or far-off dreams. They can be found right here in our everyday lives.
Wow.
Sometimes it's about seeing the familiar with new eyes, with the wisdom and experience we've gained.
So it's not about escaping our current reality, but transforming our perspective. Recognizing that the treasure, that sense of fulfillment we crave, might be closer.
It might be.
Than we think.
Precisely.
It's about coming home to ourselves, to our true purpose, which leads us to another theme in the book. The idea that the universe conspires to help us achieve our personal legend.
Our personal legends,
There's a force out there, the soul of the world.
The soul of the world.
Working in our favor.
It's pretty empowering.
But what about those who say, if the universe wants me to succeed, why am I facing all these obstacles?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to note that this force doesn't make things easy.
Right.
Remember, Santiago went through a lot.
He did.
He was robbed.
Yeah.
He worked in a crystal shop.
Right.
He nearly died in the desert.
Yeah.
It wasn't a smooth ride.
It wasn't.
But those challenges are all part of the process.
It's like a cosmic boot camp to unlock our potential.
Exactly.
They test our resolve, force us to grow, to adapt, to learn, and they prepare us for whatever treasure awaits us.
It's not about the universe handing us our dreams.
Right.
It's about providing the opportunities, the experiences we need to become who we're meant to be.
Think about it. Have you ever achieved something truly meaningful without overcoming obstacles?
Never. Now, you know what? Those struggles make the victory that much sweeter.
But what about those times when we feel lost?
Okay.
When the omens seem like riddles.
Riddles we can't decipher.
That's where trust comes in.
Right.
Trust in ourselves.
In ourselves, yeah.
Our intuition and the universe.
The grand design.
Even when we don't understand it.
That's the test.
That's the test.
And that's where the magic happens.
So even when things seem chaotic, uncertain, there's a bigger picture that we might not grasp.
Yes, the beauty of it.
The beauty of it.
Having faith.
Yeah.
That even in the chaos, there's a force guiding us, leading us to where we need to be. We just need to be open to the signs, to the detours.
Yeah.
And trust that they're leading us toward our own personal legend.
Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about that scene. Where Santiago becomes the wind. With the help of the desert, the sun, and love itself.
Love itself. Wow.
What do you think?
What do I think Coelho's trying to convey?
What's he trying to convey?
That powerful scene.
I think he's trying to illustrate the interconnectedness of everything. We're not separate from the universe. We're a part of it. The wind is a metaphor for that power. The forces that connect us all.
So it represents
what is
freedom, transformation, the ability to transcend our limitations.
I love that.
But why is love specifically mentioned as a key element in his transformation?
That's where it gets really interesting. Coelho seems to suggest that love isn't just an emotion. It's a force.
A force.
It's an energy.
That connects us to something larger than ourselves.
So it's not just about romantic love. But a deeper connection
Yes.
to the world around us.
That sense of belonging.
That sense of belonging.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that connection, that love is what empowers us.
It is.
To achieve the impossible.
That's the message I take away.
It's a beautiful thought.
It is.
It makes you wonder if love is truly this powerful. Yeah. What else might it be capable of?
Now that's a question.
Gives you chills.
It does.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
I want to touch on one final point.
Okay.
That's stuck with me.
Right.
It's that act of the alchemist giving the gold back.
Giving it back to the monk.
Oh, to the monk.
Yeah, like this quiet generosity, acknowledging that life is full of surprises.
It is.
And we should always be prepared for the unexpected.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's like a reminder that sometimes the greatest rewards come when we least expect them.
They do.
And that true wealth isn't just what's in our bank account, but the experiences, the connections we make.
The wisdom
we accumulate
along the way.
Beautifully said.
And speaking of unexpected rewards, what do you make of that scarab beetle?
The scarab beetle.
Reappearing.
Yeah.
Not in Egypt, but back in Spain.
Back in Spain.
Near that ruined church where Santiago had his dream.
It's like it represents.
It's like the beetle represents his personal legend.
It's guiding him back.
Guiding him back.
To his roots.
To his roots.
Yeah.
This whole idea of a personal legend, it can feel so grand.
It can.
Like it has to be some epic quest.
Yeah.
But he finds his treasure.
He does.
Back where it all began.
Right where it started.
Makes me wonder, could our personal legends be found in the ordinary? I think so.
Every day.
I think that's one of the most powerful messages of the book.
Of the book.
Our purpose isn't always about exotic destinations or big adventures.
Yeah.
It can be found right here.
Right here.
Right now.
Yeah.
In the present moment.
Okay.
In the ordinary.
The seemingly mundane.
It's about appreciating what we have, who we are, and the potential that lies within us.
It's like we spend so much time searching for something out there.
Yeah.
When the real treasure might be right under our noses.
Exactly.
So it's not about changing our circumstances.
It's not.
But changing how we see them.
Changing how we see them, yeah.
Exactly.
It's about coming home.
Coming home.
To ourselves.
To ourselves.
To our true purpose. Wow. Enriched by those experiences we've had.
I love that. As we wrap up this deep dive into The Alchemist, I'm struck by the symmetry of the story.
Right.
It begins with a dream, with Santiago yearning for something more.
For more.
And it ends with him finding that fulfillment.
Yes.
But not in the way...
Not in the way he expected.
He expected.
Right.
It's a reminder that life rarely unfolds in a straight line.
It doesn't.
There will be twists and turns.
Twists and turns, yeah.
Unexpected detours. Challenges.
Challenges.
But those experiences are all part of the process.
Part of the process, yeah.
Shaping us.
Shaping us, yeah.
Guiding us.
Guiding us.
Towards our own personal legend.
That's right.
Even though we might not understand the why behind those challenges.
Right.
Those moments of uncertainty.
The uncertainty.
There's a bigger picture.
A bigger picture.
At play.
It's about trusting.
Trusting.
That even in the chaos, there's a force guiding us.
Yeah.
Leading us.
Leading us.
Where we need to be.
To where we need to be.
Just as those omens guided Santiago.
Yeah.
There are signs all around us.
If we're open.
If we're open.
Yeah. To seeing them.
To seeing them.
So as we say goodbye to Santiago and his journey, what's one piece of wisdom?
One piece of wisdom.
From The Alchemist.
Okay.
You hope our listener takes away.
I would say this.
Okay.
Your personal legend is out there. It might be closer than you think.
Okay.
Or it might require a journey to the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is to take that first step.
Take that first step.
Listen to your heart.
Listen to your heart.
And trust that the universe will conspire to help you along the way.
And never forget to look for those scarab beetles.
Those scarab beetles.
They might be pointing you.
They might be.
In the right direction.
In the right direction, yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
On this deep dive.
Yeah.
Into The Alchemist.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Keep listening to your heart.
Yeah.
And may all your personal legends come true.
Phew.